should just be able to freely scale up and get out of lane. You know, it's a really powerful late game pick, and that's where the counters come from. So it's great to see Ultra Prime
throughout most of the game. You just have to be very, very careful of those accelerated shock blasts. And just looking at the items here, actually looking to say that, we're going to see them straight onto Shousey. Shousey in a lot of trouble. He can't reconnect. And first blood goes over to RNG. Disaster in the bot lane for Ultra Prime.
It's just a massive mistake. You know, SMLZ has cleansed and is the safe one in the matchup. Shousey just...
That's exactly it. It's, you know, the idea that there is no vision right now for Ultra Prime in that top side. But with the Hacker being up top end, they know that he's probably up top end because he saw some deep vision being put down there by Ming and Disposal here. As RNG now looking to see if they can contest this Rift Herald. They have not got priority just yet, but Rift Herald down to about 1800. Smites are available for both junglers. Shouts about takes a accelerated shock blast to the face. There is going to be the Rift Herald taken as he jumps straight onto Hacker. Shockwave does not land onto anybody, and Hacker loses his life in favor of that. The Super Mega Inferno Bomb down onto ZS, who uses Slice, the Dice, and the Flash to get himself out.
Disengaged again. Herald for a kill, you're fine with that, and now they're looking for a kill in return.
They are looking for a Xiaohu in this top side who has no flash. He used it to engage to the skies and to the base with you as Jace does get taken down. Possible. Sometimes you just have to take your win, get the 2 plates, and back yourself up. It's really something that we have to see as we come in now. SMLZ force a cleanse, flash, one more auto attack will do it. And without the Yuumi, the Sivir is a sitting duck to this bot lane combination of Gala and Ming.
Yeah, the heal from the Yuumi, not there to be used. The ult from the Yuumi, just the general healing from a kit as well. All these things would have meant RNG would have had to land more damage to find that play. As a result, they capitalized on the fact that SMLZ was left alone, and with it being ZS having it, obviously mid tower, pretty important one to take down, especially when you're up against the Ziggs and Azir. It's going to be problematic later. Now, all in top.
TP, there's a TP though coming in. That's going to be Xiaohu joining in on this fight, but Xiaohu doesn't know, and now Xiaohu might be in a lot of trouble. Those clockwork auto attacks doing so much damage. It's going to be Xiaohu nearly getting turned on, but does survive.
Very likely going to have to contest this dragon in a minute 45, and that's the thing, is whether or not they can do that. Oh, engage comes in.
Xiaohu does lose his flash, but does gain Mings for it. But why would you walk forward into that? You know they're around, and that's just going to be a very easy pickup as Hacker and Xiaohu look to try to defend this mid lane turret. And like you mentioned, with a minute and a half until this dragon, RNG are in no rush to try and get that objective. They can take everything else they want. They can put up the Shurima's legacy and now rotate towards that Rift Herald.
Yeah, and this makes it very difficult for Ultra Prime to contest mid priority. Obviously, with Xiaohu losing flash as well, he's a vulnerability in the next team fight. And RNG, not only do they get first tower, but because of that pressure mid, they can translate that into a tower top for Xiaohu. So what went from being a 2k gold lead and Ultra Prime being like, yeah, they pretty much need to fight, has now gone to a 3k gold lead. I just feel like if RNG won this dragon, they should be able to contest it.
Oh, Gala in a lot of trouble, gets kicked back, dropped down the Mega Inferno Bomb, but he is dead to right. Xiaohu taking a couple of turret shots for that play in the bot side. He will be available once this dragon spawns, but he has no TP, so it's going to be a little bit of a walk here for Gala. It's going to be onto RNG to delay Ultra Prime for setting up around this dragon, and exactly what you said, they are looking to try and contest it. Ming is around this corner. Cryan might be in a little bit of trouble. He has to use his ultimate straight away. The final chapter does get the lockdown, and Cryan has fallen. Great combination by the support and jungler, but SMLZ gets jumped on by Ming and Xiaohu, and this is so scrappy, Ox. Both teams just taking chip for chip off each other.
Yeah, really good answer from RNG, but Hacker is just finding kill after kill. They're looking for more here.
They're jumping on the Ming. That's a shockwave committed onto the support. Will he go down? Yes, he will, but it's going to be committing so much. Now you can see them turning back onto this Renekton. Where's he going to go? He's going to be totally okay, though, with the Gore Drinker and the Q to keep him sustained. But now Gala back onto the map. Does he look to try and get some more kills down? Doesn't land any of his poke just yet. It's just Xiaohu and Gala. Cryan has a TP available should he want to use it, but this is a risky play to go for Ultra Prime. Now we can go back into the Dragon Pit. TP coming in. It's going to be going down. No smite available. They're going to bring it down to about 400. Secured by Ultra Prime. RNG going to back away. They don't want to take any more casualties. But not really in a position to get much else out of it. You can see with the top side now being firmly in the control of Ultra Prime. They will trade bot tier 1 for top tier 1. So the map is opening up that little bit more. Ultra Prime getting themselves their first dragon. But we completely forgot there is still a Rift Herald. And they could push this into an inhibitor turret because honestly no one from Ultra Prime is resetting.
Yeah, assist pings coming in from ZS. He's seeing this as a bit of a problem, but I don't think there's really much you can do. He's just going to get Shurima shuffled back if he tries to go in here, so they end up taking the inhibitor tower as well. And with how threatening Xiaohu's been in the side lane earlier in this game, this is a little bit problematic for the side of Ultra Prime. I think they look for a trade, and RNG just took too much.
Wei is getting jumped on. Final chapter has been used. We're going to see Ming jumping in. That's going to be the Olaf taken down dead and buried, but a great amount of burst damage here. But here's the Shurima shuffle all on top of everybody. Now you got to try and run away. There's nowhere for you to go, Xiao Xiaobao, and Ming will survive. 4 quick kills. Baron straight away towards it. Xiaohu taking a little bit more damage than he probably would like. Ming flashes over the wall.
He's committing.
Just to commit to this. There's no smite available just yet. That was a little bit risky, and now do RNG look for the fight? No. Okay, got it. You know, you think you're being smart as a 12-year-old in class. Just like, there's no way they'll see us copying this. But SMLZ now in a little bit of trouble. Does land the slow. There's the Mega Inferno bomb down onto him. Does pop out both ultimates from the Sivir and the Yuumi. So now RNG, they can push in. There's very little that our Ultra Prime can do about this. And with the pressure that we're seeing with Xiao Xiaobao in bot lane, there's actually going to be the base cracked open again and again. We're seeing RNG just so quick and so smart with how they move around the map.
Yeah, and with the Ziggs, you have that tower taking power and very quickly able to establish that pressure. And as much as Ultra Prime, you know, they didn't have the Orianna, the rest of them were there, but they kind of just got routed. The poke that came onto SMLZ forced them to take a very safe route, and RNG are now going to be able to move another dragon. I don't think a contest can come through on this one. Hacker's looking for a window, but it's just going to be gone. Now 3 dragons for RNG on that soul point and hit by that boomerang blade. And I'm sorry to say it, Penguin, but it looks like the homework copying is in full force because they've sold the sky.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You keep your ward trinket. I'll use blue trinket. It's golden. They won't know. No one will have an idea. But speaking of having an idea, it's RNG have the idea of pushing into this mid lane. Perfect segue. No one noticed the thing as they now push into this inhibitor turret, or even just the inhibitor. ZS is pop the dominance on the backside. We can see there flash in by Hacker, but he stopped immediately there. I'm going to try and take the consolation prize, though, of the Jace, who does get shut down. And that's a good little start now to this fight, but there's no real objective up at the moment.
Caller back in, he's not able to really continue things after that Jace pick. Now they have found Wei. Ragnarok up in a second, but not quite yet.
Oh, Xiao Xiaobao did TP over the top side as well, so they're going full onto Wei, so he is dead with 20 seconds to this Baron. This is a great pick, but with so much damage from the Ziggs coming in finally as that death capping can pop down the minefield as well. It's a jungle for jungle trade, but this time round, RNG are getting revenge for their top laner dying in the last skirmish. They are now throwing out the poke, they are now throwing out all these bombs, all these accelerated shock blasts, but you have to respect the damage that can come out from this Orianna and this Sivir. SMLZ a little bit on an island. Xiao Xiaobao just getting healed up right now. No shockwave available though. So much being put in here onto Xiao Xiaobao. He needs to back himself away, and with Baron live, I don't know if RNG want to go for it just yet. They want their jungler here.
Yeah, I mean, they might actually be fishing for it now. It seems a little bit risky. I think SMLZ has to stay. But no, the Yuumi and the Orianna go back to base. This is now just up to the Sivir to try and stop this. We do have TP from ZS, but it's going to be too late. The Baron is gone.
Baron is gone. SMLZ just had to play
so. Be doing so much damage off the back of that massive power spike, and Ultra Prime trying to move through this choke is very risky.
It's so difficult. Hacker just gets obliterated. 2 spells and then a Mega Inferno bomb on top of it. That pops the Sterix Gauge, so his survivability in this contending team. He's dead. He's gone. He's deleted. Popped like a pimple on the face of RNG. They did not want that blemish anymore. And now with SMLZ running for his life, he will flash away. The final chapter goes down. And while that was all happening, Wei stayed on the dragon, gets the Infernal Soul, and RNG may look for the end right here, right now.
It's so hard for Ultra Prime to stop them. The poke is so insane. They just kill Hacker before this fight even starts, and he was one of the tankier members of Ultra Prime. The spell shield coming in clutch there, but Xiaohu just killed him.
God, that Jace damage is disgusting. Shockwave comes out, but it's not enough to kill off Gala, and that's going to be 2 quick kills here for RNG. Infernal Soul, 9,000 gold. They're pushing into the Nexus. There's nothing that Ultra Prime can do. Even with a little Shurima shuffle, the tankiest member gets taken down immediately, and there's Hacker trying his very, very best, and Yuumi will fall as well. Triple to end it all for Xiaohu, despite being targeted, still ends on 9-3-3.